Hello class 6th, I am Ashok, your English teacher present here with a new video for you. I hope all of you are safe at home and enjoying your online studies. Today I will discuss the poem The Wonderful Words written by Mary O'Neill. This poem is all about the role and the importance of language and language skills to shape the ideas of the mind. So let's start the discussion with objectives to enable the students read, enjoy, and appreciate the poem, to enable them understand the importance of using appropriate words at appropriate occasion, to enable them understand meaning of phrasal words and poetic expressions, to enable them answer the questions based on the text. So these are some of the objectives which I want you to attain after going through the poem. Now see what is the gist of the poem or main idea represented in the poem by the poet. So words are medium of communication without ambiguity. Ambiguity means confusion or unclarity. They help us to have clarity of thoughts and expression. To imagine a word without words is just like to think of a body without soul. So a language cannot be there without words. So to learn a language, we have to learn to use words properly. Now see the summary. This is the summary of the poem. All human beings are gifted to speak at least one language to express their thoughts. So every human has one language at least to express their thoughts. The poet advises us to be proficient. Proficient means perfect in language so that our thoughts are expressed effectively. If we have good words to express our thoughts, we can use them effectively. We need to select proper words to put forth our ideas. There are many lovely feelings yet to be communicated in lack of proper words. So there are so many lovely things yet to be communicated which are not said yet because of lack of proper words. These marvelous thoughts and feelings remain imprisoned. Imprisoned means they are present there inside the mind. We don't master over the words, and this happened because we are not yet learn the use of the words properly. Means we have not yet get mastery over using words. Now there are given pairs of sentences. Read and compare them. She is sleeping. She is in the lap of mother sleep. I can't work. I am tired. I am too tired to work. The fight between the mongoose and the snake was frightening. The fight between the mongoose and the snake was inspiring and presented a spectacular view. So here in both the columns, words are different, what the meanings are same. What you can see that the second column is much effective and usage of words is very selective, which attracts the reader to admire the words and read them. So in the same way, there are so many words which we can use to express our thoughts in a beautiful way. Now let's read the poem. The Wonderful Words, this is the title of the poem. Never let a thought shrivel and die for want of a way to say it. For English is a wonderful game and all of you can play it. All that you do is match the words to the brightest thoughts in your head so that they come out clear and true and handsomely groomed and fed. So some difficult words may be there in this part of the text. Shrivel means to wither, shrink, wrinkle, and contract. So there are so many meaning of this word. Then wonderful means extremely good, marvelous, inspiring, delight. And game, it is used here for enriched language. So here the poet is saying that never let any idea or thought die. In other words, never let it go without giving it expression. Just because you don't know how to speak or how to use the right words English is a very rich language, and it is full of treasures. It is like a game, and it can be played by anyone, which means you can find the perfect words for the thoughts or ideas in your head and give it a clear expression so that people can understand it clearly and nicely in an attractive manner. Now, see what is there in the next part of the poem. For many of the loveliest things have never yet been said. Words are the food and dress of thought. They give it its body and swing, and everyone's longing today to hear. So, in this part of the world, there are no any difficult words. So, let's see what was there in this part of the poem. Poet says that don't think that you cannot do it, means you can do use of the words properly. There are yet many good things, the most beautiful ones, which have not been said and done just because of lack of nurturing, lack of words, lack of knowledge. The poet is laying stress on learning a language correctly and completely. Words give structure to any thought or idea in our mind. The poet is saying that never think that we do not have any new thoughts. Now, see what is there in the next part. What only words can free a thought from its prison behind your eyes. Maybe your mind is holding now a marvelous new surprise. So, poet is saying here that thoughts and ideas are keys in our minds. If anything can set them free, that is words. Words alone can give clear and beautiful expression to thoughts and ideas. Words alone can earn them praise. So it is must to learn and perfect our language. So in the poem, poet has emphasized the importance of language in one's life, and language is very important to express our brightest thoughts which occur in our mind. Now, see, there are certain assignments which you have to complete in your notebooks. Complete the following sentences in your own words using the ideas in the poem. Don't let a thought shrivel and die because, and then you have to put words here according to your understanding of the poem. English is a, then blank is there. It is also to be filled by you with proper words. One has to match, words are the blank and of thought. So this is assignment. Now see what are their solutions. So in first blank, don't let a thought shrivel and die because you don't know how to say it. Then in second blank you can use it. English is a wonderful game with words that everyone can play. One has to match the words to the brightest thought in one's head. Words are the food and dress of thought. So these are solution. You can write these solution in your notebooks. Now see, this is assignment 2, comprehension check. Answer the following questions. Do you think all loveliest things have already been said? What is poet's advice about thoughts and their expressions? How are words associated to ideas? What are the people always eager to hear? Where are the thoughts imprisoned? How can they be made free? What does marvelous new surprise refer to? So these are the question which you have to answer. I also tell you what to write in the answer. So see the answers. In first question answer, that is, do you think all loveliest things have already been said? So you can write, No, there are many things still unsaid. The thoughts keep on coming to our mind every moment, and all the things are not expressed. In question, uh, in second question's answer, what is poet's advice about thoughts and their expression? So you can write the answer. The poet asks us to think and find suitable words to express our ideas clearly. Then how are words associated to ideas? In this question's answer, you can write words are food and dress of ideas. They are medium of expression. Then what are the people always eager to hear? So people are always eager to hear fresh and beautiful ideas expressed in form of poem or any kind of literature. Where are the thoughts imprisoned? How can they be made free? So in this question's answer, you can write the thoughts are imprisoned in our minds. They can be freed from there only through words. Last question is there. What does marvelous new surprise refers to? So in answer you can write marvelous new surprise refers to the marvelous thought shut in the prison of mind. So marvelous means amazing. Now see the next one. Match the phrase with their meaning. Never let a thought shrivel and die for want of a way to say it, for many of the loveliest things have never yet been said, and everyone is longing today to hear some fresh and beautiful thing. What only words can free a thought from its prison behind your eyes. So these are the phrases, and these are the meaning. What these are in jumble orders. It's wrong to think that all that was worth saying has already been said earlier. There are numerous lovely things waiting to be said. Mind is a treasure house of wonderful ideas and plans. These ideas remain imprisoned in our mind until they are freed from there through words. If you have something original and beautiful to say, you will find there are many people eagerly waiting to listen them. You need to look for proper and accurate words to convey your thoughts beautifully. So these are the meaning words. These are in jumble order. Now see the proper order. In answer to the first phrase, you can write that you need to look for proper and accurate words to convey your thoughts beautifully. To the second phrase, you can say it is wrong to think that all that was worth saying has already been said earlier. There are numerous lovely things waiting to be said. If you have something original and beautiful to say, you will find there are many people eagerly waiting to listen them. So for third phrase, you can give this description. Then fourth one is mind is a treasure house of wonderful ideas and plans. These ideas remain imprisoned in our mind until they are freed from there through words. So these assignments you will do in your notebook. Now see this is the glossary, means difficult words which were used there in the poem. Shrivel means shrink or fade. Want of means in lack of. Longing means desiring or wishing. Groomed means polished. Marvelous means wonderful. You can write these words also in your notebooks. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.